Hey, everybody. Belinda Sandor here. Welcome to the RocketGirl Show. Today, in this episode, we're going to talk about, are your systems ready? Hey, everybody. I'm Belinda Sandor. I am the founder of the Virtual Assistant Connection, and I am the host of the RocketGirl Show. So thank you for coming. I love to see you all here. Today, we're going to talk about, are your systems ready? And the reason I want to break this down and talk about the basics of systems is because I find that, like a lot of things, we tend to overthink, right? We think it needs to be very complicated, when in fact, if we keep it simple, it's much, much better. Let me explain. Okay, so let's talk about important systems, okay? So keeping it simple at the core. So how I keep my notes straight is by using Evernote. Evernote is a free software. And what I do is it's called a notebook, and each notebook, there's a note. If you download it, you'll see this, it's very clear. And I have a note for each client. When the client sends information to me that I need to keep, I put it at the top of the Evernote. It's completely searchable. It's fabulous, and it's this nice little neat way that you can store it. If you want to use the paid version, you can see the information also on your phone or your tablet. So very, very simple, very, very easy. And I like it because it's not buried deep inside an all-in-one kind of CRM solution. It's just right there, simple, okay? Now, Dropbox. Let's talk about Dropbox, OneDrive, Google Drive. The overall thread here is that it's file storage. A lot of VAs and people, entrepreneurs, they tend to keep all of their attachments, I was going to say downloads, attachments in their email. So what happens is every time they need something, they've got to find the email from the client, the person, look for the ones with attachments, and struggle. All right, don't want you to struggle. By keeping your systems simple and consistent, and we're going to talk about that in a minute, it just makes your life so much easier, and everything is much more smooth. So when a client sends you something that's important that you need to keep, I want you to download it from the email and put it in a folder. Now, again, this is how I structure my folder. I use Dropbox, but you can use any of the other, solutions to save your files. I have a folder called Clients, and then each folder has there's a folder called Clients, and then underneath I have subfolders, one for each client, and then they're organized. The files are organized underneath that in the subfolder. So say, for example, I have a client named John. So I have Clients, John, first name, last name. Inside that, I might have a folder that's for his headshots, his presentations, webinars that he's given. But I keep everything very, very organized underneath. So let's see who's here. So Magda is here. Hello. Lana, Evernote is thebomb.com. Very user-friendly. Excellent. And Therese says, I love Google Drive. Hello, Frederic from Holland. Yes. So you want to just keep it simple, all right? I think a lot of us, we overthink things and then we get ourselves in trouble, okay? So download those. Now, let's talk a little bit more about email. A lot of people keep all of their emails. Now, here's how I handle my email. I don't delete them, I archive them. The reason I archive them is because, here's the thing. I don't know about you, but I make it feels like 50 jillion decisions a day, And the last thing I want to do when I go through my email is try to have another decision, like, should I keep it? Should I archive it? Should I delete it? What should I do with it? So none of that. I archive it all. Because 200 emails come into my inbox, that's 200 fewer decisions, right? That I need to make. So if it's not actionable, I archive it. All right. Now, when a client sends me an email, I leave it in my inbox until I do what it says. So if the client says, please, add this to my website. Okay, great. Then when I add it to the website, I respond to the client, all done, thanks. and then I archive the email. I don't save it. There's no value at all in the email. So you don't want to gunk up your email with all these folders, with all this information that you're never going to need. Okay. Now, if you're wondering, like, what if I need it later? It's in the archive. It's fine. It's totally fine. Oh, we have so many people. So Sabrina is here. Hello, hello, hello. Piara is here. Yay. A lot of these, you guys are all here. Deborah's here. A lot of students from my brand new VA school that opened yesterday. Going to try Evernote today. Yeah, I think you're really going to like it. Hey, Brandy. Hey, hey, hey. Yeah, so you really want to, keep it simple, and you don't need to save anything, everything. Some things you need to save, okay? All right, now the other thing I want you to do is I want you to block tasks on your calendar or use project management software. Now, one of the things that I want you to know is that your business is going to evolve. And a lot of people don't realize that. So if you can just put that in your brain, I think it'll cause you to relax a little bit about what's going to happen. So I have had periods of time where I'm in meetings all the time, or I have periods of time where I'm running a million events, or I have periods of time where I'm doing, a million newsletters. So it evolves as your clients, evolve, and as they change, and as their business changes. So you'll need different support structures in place at different times of your business. My business right now, I can easily manage on my calendar. When a client emails me with some work, what I do is I put their name on my calendar, and I know that I need to go and look in my inbox, look at my notes, and do the work, and then it's done. Back, I don't know, 3 or 4 years ago, I was doing work that had lots of steps, and I was doing it over and over and over, and for many people. So I use project management software. That can be software like Asana, Teamwork, Basecamp. There's lots of different ones out there, and it's really a personal preference. It's really a personal preference, which one works with, the way your brain works. So there's not a right answer. But you might find yourself needing to put something like that in place for support. Okay. So those are your important systems. Now, here's the whole thing right here. Consistency. You have to be consistent. If you're not consistent, you're not going to trust your system, right? You're going to doubt it, and then that's going to lead to overthinking. So if Evernote is your go-to for notes, don't have a million Post-its on your desk for client work, because you're not going to trust it. Now, here's the other thing. When you, what I call, move into a system, when you decide, okay, Evernote's where I'm going, what I want you to do, if you can, all at once, grab all of your scattered notes, all of your thoughts, everything you need to keep in Evernote, and move it over there and be done. That way you'll trust it. You'll know it's all in there. Your desk will be clear of all the pieces of paper, and you'll be able to move forward with it, right? So the worst thing you can do really is to halfway move into a system and not go all the way, because then you can't trust it. And it's kind of worse, because now you don't know where to look. All right. So consistency is the key. It's the key to so many things, right? Right. Okay, good. Good. All right. So for those of you who are not already a member of my free online classroom, I would love for you to join me at the Virtual Assistant Connection on Facebook. Just type the Virtual Assistant Connection in the search bar, click the join button, and come on in. For those of you who are watching on YouTube, please click the subscribe button so you can join us every time. This is the RocketGirl Show. This happens every Thursday at 10 o'clock a.m. And I would love for you to join me. So thank you so much. Have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you next week. Bye-bye.